Hello, welcome back to Cage Side Press. I am Patrick McCorry and I am joined by a very special guest, Shem Rock. How are you doing, my man?
Yes, Patrick McCorry.
Can't believe that nickname has stuck. Let's get into it, man. You just got back from Munich, so what was the last kind of week been like for you recovering from a tough fight?
I wouldn't say a tough fight, I'd say a fight. Yeah, just been resting up, making sure I'm fully rehydrated, been eating still the healthy goodness, but just a lot of it. Probably about 87 kilo, so I'm back big. I'm just looking to just get back 100% and then get back into the gym and see what's next on the horizon because I'm looking to stay active.
So let's dig into it a little bit. You right after the fight or the day after the fight, you put on your Instagram, hottest free agent on the market. So what is going down? You say you want to stay active, so is there renegotiations now with Oktagon? Everyone knows with the Dana Melpits, you want to go to the UFC. You know what's going on now?
Do you know what? I was just focused on Korkmaz that much that I didn't even. I just assumed after this fight I've got one more fight left on my contract, and then it wasn't until like very close to the fight that when I'm speaking to my management, he was saying like your contract's about to run out after the fight. So I think after the fight, if I'm not mistaken, I think maybe I've got two fights left on me 2 months, maybe 3 months left on the contract. So I'm one of them. I'm like, let's get a quick turnaround, get me on Eden, let me finish my last fight, or we're only going to wait the 2, 3 months and the contract's done anyway. So might as well let me get another quick fight in straight away. I'm good to go. But all this stuff is just talks for me management and Andre and Rimmer and Pavel. So I'm just the
So
guy
you
who
think
gets
they'll
in the
let you
cage
get
and
on
has the
Eden?
fights. Say that again.
You think they'll let you get on Eden, or is it looking like it's a little too close now?
No one's reached out and said nothing, so it's not happening, is it?
Mm.
I think if it was going to happen, I would have heard something straight away. Like last time when I fought Katakoli, they were saying stuff on the day to me like, "Yo, stay ready." So I didn't get none of them news, so I don't think so. But there is other cards, so who knows? I think I've still got a few months before it runs out anyway. So I'm about to be a free agent. I don't think
Okay.
I'm officially a free agent. I've still not spoke to my management since the fight. So at some point I'll sit down with my management. I haven't been back to the gym and seen Rimmer as well or the rest of the team. So at some point we'll all sit down together and the conversations will be had.
Well, let's dig into the Attila Korkmaz fight, right? Was it about as you expected? It's obviously tough to take on a guy who's ranked number six on 6 days' notice when you're preparing for a guy who's making his promotional debut with a completely different style.
Yeah, do you know what it is, bro? Everyone, like I've seen a few haters in the comments chatting, you couldn't beat this guy on 6 days' notice. Bro, it was 6 days' notice for me as well, you know. It weren't just 6 days' notice for him. It was a completely different style to what we game planned for. I only had a few days to watch him and prepare for him, and it still was nowhere near enough time to actually watch him. I felt like going into the fight, he's durable, he's tough, but if you can get him fighting going backwards, if you can stay on the outside with him because he is only short, he doesn't have the best time, especially when it comes with southpaws. So obviously, if I can get the back, I'll finish anyone. But I've kind of felt in the first round that I was having really good success on the feet, and the wrestling for 3 rounds becomes very tiring. So kind of after the first round, I kind of said to myself, let's strike a bit more and wrestle a bit less. I felt comfortable everywhere the fight went. I never felt in danger at any point. If anything, I felt like I could have had a few moments where maybe I would have put my foot on the pedal a bit more, or I could have got him out of there. But he's a veteran, 25 professional fights. He's very durable. He's tough. And I think I'm happy to get in there and get the rounds, lad. I feel good. I've come out fresh. I'm unscathed. When Ronnie beat him by split decision, everyone was raving on about Ronnie. When Aggie beat him, everyone was raving on about Aggie. But for some reason, when I look the most convincing doing it, it's a boring performance. Come on, lads. We all know the truth, really.
I mean, you did get hit with the old next gen elbow, the Molly McCann. You did get caught with that. You remember that
Nah,
one?
it was glancing that. Lad, I haven't got a mark on me.
It did land. I mean, at least from the
Oh, it was
video
glancing.
that Oktagon posted, it looked like it landed heavy.
No. Did it fuck? It was glancing. It was like coming off.
I have to say there was a bit of concern in Media Row with us UK and Irish. They were a little bit like, "Oh, he got clipped there," but you recovered pretty well. You turned it into your own position, so you did quite well there.
Yeah. No, it never even. I'd say the only shot that he did hit me with that I was like, oh, that was a good shot, was when I wrestled on him in the first round. The spinning elbow ain't really nothing. I'd say he hit me with a few of them spinning kicks to the thigh, but in the moment they're nothing as well. Like the next day, I kind of was like, ah, you little bastard. But I'm fresh, bro. I'm good.
I mean, he almost spiked you as well.
Nah, that was never happening. I just like, you know what? The position we were in, I could see my feet, and it straightened my left leg, and I could see I was like that far away from touching the floor. So I was just saying to myself, well, if he slams me from this height, I'll finish the takedown. If he holds me in the air, he's just getting more tired. So I wasn't really in an agency to change the position or to let go or nothing. And I was like, I've got my hands connected and my head's on the inside. If he puts me down, I'll definitely take him down. If I let go, it'll create a scramble. So like, I'm not letting go.
Mm. Well, it did create some fun photos though. Let's be real. Like
Yeah,
there
yeah,
there are
yeah,
some funny looking photos.
yeah, yeah. I'd say the best thing he done all night was the foot sweep.
Yeah.
But he just didn't do nothing with it. He landed no damage off it, so he doesn't score.
Well, speaking of not scoring, they scored a split decision. You were quite shocked in the moment by that, and I think you still are, right?
So how does one judge give him 2 rounds? And how does another judge give me 3 rounds? And how does another judge give him 1 round? But the 1 round is the first judge that gave him 2 rounds. The 1 round that he gave him is the round that he gave me. Where's the inconsistency? Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing? I clearly won all 3 rounds. The judging scoring criteria, takedowns don't score, ground control doesn't score. It's based on damage. I outstruck him. I outlanded him. Anytime I was on top of him, I punched him. Any takedown was followed up by damage from me. I mounted him. I hit him with elbows. And it's like, whenever I'm on my back, he doesn't strike. He doesn't land no damage. Whenever we're on the feet, he doesn't land none of the big shots. When he does land, I land more. So I'm just like, I don't see where you can give him a round. But maybe if you are to give him a round, the second round maybe. But even then, I mounted him at the end of the round and was elbowing him. I don't know. I don't know what the judge is seeing in there, but I'm fighting a German guy in Germany, so I wasn't too shocked. But I knew going into the third round, I was looking at the scorecard. There's no way I lose this fight.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough one, but as we mentioned in the press conference, you have a little bit of a back and forth fight, and then you go on a streak. So,
It's coming.
you excited? You get a little three fight finish streak. That might be next for you.
It better be. I want to go back to finishing, lad.
Yeah, I know
I
it's
want the
definitely
bonuses, man.
um yeah, I'm sure they do well. The mouthpiece. Let's talk about that. We spoke about it. Obviously, I tweeted it was the best kept secret in MMA. I've had the photos of you with it since March. Where did the idea come from, and you know, when did it come to fruition?
Next question.
You don't want to talk about the mouthpiece.
What you want to know, bro? I had it in. You seen it. I fought. I won.
Fair. All right. Um, the cap on your head, Nabsies. I believe he wanted to be intense. Did he make it out? I didn't see him.
Said he was coming, lad, and then last minute he just never come, lad. Him or fucking Bravos never come as well. So,
Bummer
I
that.
don't know. Don't know.
And let's talk about your good friend Dennis. He gets the biggest win of his career. Quite the fight. Have you
Yeah.
seen how viral it's gone on the Oktagon YouTube channel?
Bro,
It's
but
on almost
this is what
200,000
I'm
views.
saying. He had the biggest moment of the night. He had the best fight of the night. He had the
Best speech
best
of the night.
finish of the night, but he didn't give him the bonus. Like, bro, he got on the mic and said, I'm here, missing the birth of my child to fight for you." Broke down into tears, and he still didn't give him the bonus. Nah.
That's mental.
Lad, think about that. You know, you think about it, that's actually a mistake, isn't it?
He really should have gotten the bonus.
He definitely should have gotten the bonus.
And especially like I even spoke to Vasgrona about this morning. He even said like, was it a case of Popek looking really good or Pavel Langer looking no, rubbish? And Pavel
Langer's a
Langer's
punching
just
bag, mate. He's a
he's
fucking
been
sack of
shot for
food, lad.
he's been shot
Big
for a
fucking
few years
jarhead
now.
on him. Lad, we were watching him. We were watching him do the shakeouts in the morning. Me and Dennis done our shakeout. And then he was after us coming in the room to do the shakeout, so we're still getting changed watching him. Lad, we were just all looking at each other like, bro, this guy's fighting tonight, you know. Why does he look so shit? Like, come on, bro, it was a fucking blatant setup, lad. But no
And
disrespect to anyone. Lad, this is the main event, you know, brother. This is why I'm laughing, because these guys are above us on the card, mate. Fucking
Dennis and
hell.
Tupperley should have been the main event.
Him or me and Attila or even Georgia and Nafuka, maybe like before you've seen the fights, because you don't know how the fights are ever going to
Yeah.
play out. When you talk about them three fights on the card, they're the biggest fights. Let me look at the card again.
Well,
Yeah,
that was another one with George. Like it, Nafuka thought he won that fight. Did you see that?
Nafuka don't have a clue, mate. Like, you can't throw 6 strikes in 3 rounds and win a fight. It doesn't work. Not
His
when the
point
other
was
guys
like
threw more than
his
50
point
strikes.
was let me pull this up on Instagram. He talked about aggression. That was
Bro,
his
what's aggression? How do you determine aggression? Answer me
pushing
this.
someone back.
Is aggression the scoring criteria or is damage the scoring criteria?
So he said aggressive wrestling, top control, the fight every time determined where he should well. But okay, he can't
Them
really
three
type in
things you
English.
just mentioned don't
That's what
score.
George did.
Them three
But that's
things
also
do
what
not
George did.
score. Wrestling doesn't score. Aggressive wrestling doesn't score. Top control doesn't score. Do you want me to tell you what scores? Damage. If you're not landing damage, you're not winning. Simple as that.
There you go. Yeah. What was your reaction to Dennis's big finish? You were watching backstage, or were you in
Nah,
the
I was in
crowd?
the crowd, bro. All the security come over to me and started trying to grab me, lad, because I started going mad when he won. I just jumped up like, yes! And then the all security come over to me and started grabbing me. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Get off me. I was made up for him, lad. The first round was looking ropey. Lad, I was vexed. I was sitting there so pissed. Like, are you fucking messing me, Dennis? Is this what you want to do? You want to play guard for 5 minutes, you little prick? Lad, I was going mad. And then when the next round started on the feet, I was like, okay, let him do his thing. But by the third round come, lad, when he finished him, I was made up.
He looked. I mean, the way Aryan came. So I rewatched the fight again on German commentary.
Yeah.
So do you remember at the end of the second round?
He
It
was
was kind
fucked
of
him after that second round.
yeah, but he was lying there like on top of Dennis, right? Like on top, shall we say, right? It was a weird. Dennis was still in control. The commentator was saying, "Oh, he's using him as a couch. He's chilling." Like, and then the way he comes out in the third round, and they had his friend Tamerlan Dulatov. They put him on commentary for the third round as he was getting finished, and he's just going no, and then he gets crunched. It's mental.
Man got mash up. Simple.
Yeah,
Next.
it was bad.
And lad, I've had loads of people messaging me saying, will you fight Topalai? I'm like, lad, why would I fight Topalai, lad? He just got his
People are
head
rating
bummed in
Dennis
by
higher than you now.
Nafuka and then battered by Dennis.
People are rating Dennis higher than you now.
Let them, bro. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I'm just
Huh?
saying.
Let them, I'm happy. I'm happy to see George and Dennis both get legs up. We're never going to
Yeah.
fight each other, so it doesn't matter who he thinks better.
Yeah. I saw a comment. I don't know whether it was on my post or someone else's post saying, "Oh, Shem and Dennis should fight each other." Or someone said Shem and Dennis are gonna have a Masvidal and Covington like fight before the next
Yeah, down
fight.
the line. Yeah, we cash in on the money.
Just create a fake beef, or Could you see that happening?
Definitely
The
with
title gets
Dennis's
in the way.
fucking annoying ass.
And DH is coming up as well.
Laddie, you'll get it as well.
Well, how big of an advantage was having DH in your camp? Obviously, it didn't come to fruition with Abdullah Kodzaev, but still having him there then in Munich, did you still use him for a couple rounds in your shakeouts or anything?
Yeah, he helped me with the shakeouts in the morning. He brought me sauna blanket over for me, so shout out to DH. Brought me some electrolytes that I forgot to pack. Helped me throughout the whole camp. He's a specific style. He's young, he's hungry, he's learning every day, he's improving every day, and he's going to be a big talent in the future. So to have him around, lad, it's great. Um, Obviously, I'm 10 years his senior, lad. So when I call it a day, he'll be in his prime. So
Yeah.
it'll be good to see where he goes with his career, innit?
I always forget how old you are.
Yeah, lad, I'm an old man now, aren't I?
What, 31 now?
31, man. I
Reaching
still look younger
27
than
now.
you, though. You look vivid.
No, no, come on. I look about 12.
Nah,
Let's
you
be
look
real.
like a kid, innit?
You
It's
know
mad
the
because you look 12, but at the same time you look like a young granny. You know, the two dynamics.
I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, I could see you in the bingo like.
Oh, I definitely run bingo. Definitely. But in Germany the drinking age or for beer and wine is 16. I get ID'd all the time. Even
That's mad.
like it's mental.
That's because you go with young girls though, innit?
Oh, don't play this. Don't play that one. What did you think of MMA shorties and the German media overall?
I will never, ever, ever answer an MMA shorty's question again in my life, bro.
Well, now you know his face, right?
He's an absolute tool, lad. Yeah, I only know his face now. I didn't know that was him. But then I half looked and that's why I was like, is that MMA shorties? Because only MMA shorties would ask a knobhead question like that.
Mm.
But fuck him anyway, lad. He makes the way. He's the worst journalist on the whole Oktagon scene I've ever come across. His articles are shit. His questions are mad. He's super biased. Like, don't get me wrong. There's some journalists who might have fan favorites, but then when it comes to real journalism, they try and not be biased in it. They try and keep it as neutral as possible. He's not one of them, lad.
Let's talk about your future. So obviously, you mentioned you probably can't talk too much about it, and you said you haven't spoken to your manager. So how do you see it playing out? Where do you see yourself maybe at the end of 2025?
The end of this year,
Yeah,
filthy rich.
need to win a bonus first.
Ah, lads. Little do you know, I've been winning bonuses.
I do know that. I've been covering you for years.
I get finish bonuses. I'm in my own league, brother. I just don't get the public bonus.
Okay,
That,
okay, so
that's
they
why I was
give
a
you a
bit
little
sad with
extra
not
something.
finishing Korkmaz because like bastard, I could have got a bonus there.
And there were some
uh,
photos that came out of you and Losan Keita hanging out after the fight in the crowd in the locker room. I think you put some in your vlog after the fight. So, what do you guys talk about? Do you think there will be a fight between you, or is it just like you have mutual like, hey, we're going somewhere else, but let's put on a show?
it was a little bit of that, lad. I don't want to obviously start sharing what gets said outside the cage because it's a bit
Of
fucking
course.
gay, lad, in it. You know what I mean? But you heard him yourself in it. What he said in there. You don't want to fight me. We're not going to fight, are we, lad? So afterwards, he said some shit. I said some shit. I said, yeah, man, I understand that. Cool. Do you think? He knows I'm good. I know he's good. We respect each other's skill sets. If the fight happens, it happens. I'm here. If the fans want that, you know me. I'm happy to get in there. But it ain't looking like it's going to happen anytime soon. So there's no point making an enemy with a guy you're never going to fight, bro.
Was there truth to him saying that you had the opportunity to fight him twice?
In his head, yeah, yeah. I'm not going to say like he's lying because he's not lying. If I would have been
Okay.
in the game changer, we could have fought. But I wasn't in the game changer, so that's the first time he's saying.
Why weren't you put in the game changer? I've always meant to ask you this. Were you injured or
I chose not to go in the game changer.
okay. Okay.
All of the fights in the game changer didn't come off my fight contract, so I would have fought four times in the game changer. and then I would have come out of the Game Changer and still had 4 fights left on my contract. So I would have been
Okay.
tied down to an 8th fight. You know what I'm saying, innit? I said I'll
Mhm.
do the Game Changer if the fights come off my contract, but if they're not coming off my contract, it's a bit mad, innit? A few other reasons as well between my management and my team, but I was happy to not do the Game Changer, lad. I'm eating anyway. I'm nice. Do you get me? But the other reason, what he's saying, I've had two opportunities to fight them. When I made my debut against Lima, I was fighting at 73 key, was it? Because it was a catchweight fight. Because
Yep.
Bannock pulled out. On fight week, or like a week and a half, they asked me, do I want to fight Cater for the belt? And I said, I'll fight him for the belt, but there's no way I can make 65 kilos in a week and a half notice. I'm fighting at 73 key, and I'm coming down from like 86, 87. There's no way I'm making 65. I said, I'll fight him, but I'll probably miss weight. And then they were like, yeah, okay, then no, next guy. And it ended up being Dakota. So they're the two opportunities he's saying that I've had to fight him, which in his head, I can understand what he's saying, but in reality, I've never had a contract with Cater's name on it, or it would have got signed. I was never making 65k on my debut in a week, and I wasn't in the Game Changer. I'm saying right now, if you want to fight me, I'm here. And I've said it before to him as well. Like, since he's come out the Game Changer, if he wanted to, all he would have had to do was say my name, and me and him would have been fighting.
What
But
about the rumored summer party card?
what's that?
I think it's August.
The open stadium one.
I think so. I don't think it's been announced yet, but
And then like that's a conversation for my manager because am
yeah,
I a
fair.
free agent in August?
I'm not sure when your contract exactly runs out, to be fair.
I'm not sure exactly, but I knew it was like 2-3 months after from what my
Hmm.
management and my team said. So I'm guessing I'm a free agent by then. So I don't know. I don't know what's the plan with that. Honestly, I'm sitting here in the dark, just as you're in the dark because your leggy's cut off. What's happening with your leggy, lad?
I've got the torch shining on me.
You like Home Alone, man?
Yeah, no, exactly. I look like yeah, Kevin McAllister as well.
Macaulay Culkin.
You can call me McCorry Culkin.
That's what I'm calling you, lad.
Yeah, yeah. That's what you called me when we did the intro of the last one. All right,
What other
well,
shit questions have you got for me, lad? Hurry up with me foods, yeah.
I was about to say you've got an exciting few months ahead of you, man. So
Yeah.
I'll let you go and enjoy that food. Get back up. You're gonna hit 90 kilo at this point if you keep eating.
It's coming, lad. It's coming. I swear. I'm fighting at welterweight. What about you,
You and
man?
the
Calling
UFC.
out Dennis, bro, the welterweight.
Oh,
How'd
that
you say
was
his
Shia
name?
Akipa. Shia
A
Akipa.
keeper. A keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny that, lad, weren't it?
A
It was just
welterweight
proper
calling out
random.
a lightweight. Yeah, it surprised me as well because
Yeah.
I think
Because he hasn't won
someone
a fight
asked
in ages. He's trying to win a fight.
I think someone asked Dennis on the question poll and Dennis just said who?
And he
Probably
was
genuinely not
fuming because he
knowing.
didn't know who he was.
Probably genuinely
Dennis
just not
Defo didn't
knowing.
know who he was because I messaged Dennis and said, "Oh, he's fought Matt Bonner him," and he went,
Yeah.
"Has he? I'll go and watch that now." So he Defo never knew who he was.
I love like it's not even him like talking shit. It's just genuine, just
Yeah,
not knowing.
yeah.
And then that annoyed Shiad, so he put up a story. But I think he might be friends with Gokhan Aksu and Endrit Brashori, which you guys
All
have
this
had back
shit
and
makes
forths
sense,
with.
doesn't it? Yeah.
I mean, what about Gokhan? You guys really went at him. You've been going at him on your Instagram story. You know that lollipop picture that cracked me up.
That was not. That was a real depiction of Aksu, lad. Are you on about? Ah, lad, he's
Has
fucked.
he still got you blocked?
That's the only reason why I half poked him a little bit because I said, "Why are all his fans messaging me when he's got me blocked? Go and tell your boy to unblock me, then, lad." So
Mm.
I thought, let me just piss his fans off a bit, lad. They haven't stopped messaging me non-stop. Why are you scared of Aksu? Why you won't fight Aksu, lad? I just fought a guy on 6 days' notice. Every other guy I was supposed to fight better than Aksu. Why would I be scared of him, lad? But you know what the fans are like, lad.
They have their opinions. That's what I'll say.
They don't make sense, I think, MMA fans. They just chat any shit together, fucking.
Well, they get your reaction, so it works.
That one guy said, um, Attila Korkmaz will kill you. You are shit. Then, after the fight, he's messaged me again saying, you got lucky. And I'm like, what are you on about, bro? Just say, yeah, man, you don't go there, bro. Nice one. Bro, I don't even reply. Most of them, I just read them, lad, and they're just speaking to themselves, lad. It's hilarious.
What happens when you're a star, Shem? And you're well on your way to becoming a superstar. So, first of all, congratulations on your big win. I'll let you get out of here.
Yes, G. Nice one, brother.
Nice one.
See you later.